big camera.
In 600 metres, take exit 57 towards A25, Lille.
How does this work? Oh, there are we?
Take exit 57, then merge onto N225.
This will be a look back when we get there.
Can't bloody see.
Continue for 39 kilometres.
Are we a night at this place?
Yes. We're one night until we get to Aigues-Mortes. So we've got this one, then we've got Reims, Dijon, somewhere near Valence. It's the one with the Chinese buffet.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got Aigues-Mortes. I'm taking 4 nights to do what I traditionally drove in the day, simply because A, we've got time, B, I don't want to overtax the driving guys.
Yeah.
I don't need to tax them, so I'm not going to. And none of the city centre stuff that I used to do, I'm going to do on this trip. It's just not worth it.
No. Well, it's about time you realise that.
Well, some of it was very fun, I have to say, but time is up. So this is a small B&B that we're going to. It's very well reviewed. Much of Ypres is about catering for British tourists who come to see the blowing of the bugle.
Oh right.
I think you'll find out virtually everybody speaks English for that reason. Ypres was completely destroyed in World War I. And has been steadily rebuilt ever since. It is a pretty little Belgian. We would call it a market town, but I don't know whether it is a market town in Belgium. We should get the trip.
I said I might have to sort out my little case because my sandals are in my big case, I think.
I did tell you.
I've got the shoes.
I did tell you it was going to be hot. You never listen to what I tell you, right?
Yeah,
It's
well.
my best to look after you, but you just ignore me.
I don't wear sandals when I'm travelling.
Why not?
I just don't.
Okay.
But if you're going to look at some graves, I might go and sort out my case then. Because I won't want to look at all of
Yeah,
them.
I'm going to do, I think, 3 of them and the span pool, which is something I always wanted to see.
I might not have to do it.
No, the span book won't take very long. There's just a very short path that leads to it, and I want to take a photograph.
I meant the others. I can sort my case out then.
Yeah, you can do, but you usually do come and pay your respects.
Well,
We're not in any rush. It's only 2 o'clock. I've told our host we're not going to get there till 5 o'clock, so we've got 3 hours to burn, and we're not actually very far from Eames. Done some Belgian graves because Corinne, which is up there, has got quite a lot of cemeteries, and we've visited a number of those, but these are all new. Tomorrow, Messines Ridge is definitely new, and again somewhere else I always wanted to visit. Going that way than this way. And they're all going that way.
Hey, you know the bloke who died in that yacht? Apparently he was going to see, he was going to help that nurse.
Yeah, that Lucy Letby conviction really doesn't feel safe.
He was, he went through it himself, and he's been cleared, and he reckoned it was the same. I'm not being funny, Steve. When I went nursing, they said, don't get involved in anything, otherwise you get stabbed in the back. And people see things and they don't tell. I've seen things and I've never told.
The problem with the Lucy Letby thing is that the defence didn't call, the prosecution called 6 expert witnesses, and the defence called 1 plumber, and that was it. So the jury were never given any professional opinion which conflicted with the prosecution's experts. Now, quite what the defence thought they were doing, I have no idea at all, because if the prosecution's got expert witnesses, you can produce your own experts to show the prosecution's expert witnesses are wrong. That's how this works. And they just didn't do it. And a number of very eminent professionals are now coming forward and saying, look, much of what the prosecution produced is actually something that happens a lot, and is a perfectly natural thing. So ultimately that will be retried, or she'll just get a pardon, because the conviction just doesn't feel safe.
Well,
it was just too good for the prosecution's point of view.
Apparently it happened to a nurse in another country, and she got off in the end.
Yeah.
And they said to her, would you go back to nursing because you did it for so many years? She said no way.
No.
And she was innocent. It was a similar case, apparently.
I think this Lucy Letwin conviction is unsafe. And it needs
They
to
just
be,
wanted a scapegoat,
well, as I say,
I think.
the problem with Lucy Letwin is that her defence team were abysmal because they didn't do the obvious thing and call defence witnesses. They may not have been able to find any, but they obviously didn't look very hard because they're coming out of the woodwork now.
I mean, things do happen in the nursing profession. I think that's why I'm so
It all felt just
too
perfect.
Yes,
from the
I know.
prosecution's point of view.
just blame her. That's it.
Yeah, well, for something that may well have been an entirely natural occurrence. Babies do die. Because for purely natural reasons, not because Miss Letby killed them. So yeah, you kind of hope that it really needs to be reheard in front of a jury with a proper set of witnesses on either side, and then see what the jury decides. Because if the jury convict them, she's back to rights. She's toast. But if it doesn't, and my guess is they won't be satisfied beyond reasonable doubt, which is the test, then she should be set free. Clearly she's not going to work in nursing again, but...
I don't think I'd want to, would you?
Oh, Miss Letby, you're applying to be a nurse. Don't I remember your name from somewhere? Why?
I don't think
Stop,
you'd ever
stop.
do it.
No,
I don't trust.
But we'll see. It's got some way to run this thing, I think. Private Eye have been investigating it in considerable detail, but the basic approach is the same. The jury weren't given fair defence. The prosecution must have been laughing in their souls. And it wasn't. It was a technical thing. A technical thing is you need professional opinions on both sides. That's how this works. Right, so 24 kilometres and then we're off. And then we quite rapidly find our first cemetery.
I said, when I was working in Cheltenham, I worked with this lovely doctor. You know, I had to chaperone because he had a lot of women, you know, and they had to have a nurse in with him. And apparently his wife was an anaesthetist and she did something wrong. The person didn't die, but he said to them, he was a brilliant doctor, he said that he'd leave if they wouldn't employ his wife. So they turned a blind eye, in other words. She made a mistake.
Anyway, we'll see.
So
I haven't read the Private Eye stuff, but
no, but what I'm saying is they do cover up. They stick together.
Private Eye is usually pretty accurate. This sort of investigation, they're usually pretty good at. There's certainly enough to cause you to think that it's entirely possible there's been a miscarriage of justice. Right, so this is number 15, and we're